Hey everybody, welcome to my stream. Hold on just a second here, I gotta adjust a couple things. Pause that. And I don't want to hear myself. Hold on. Thingy. Not that thingy. Alright, we'll do this without this. Wolftrax, hello, welcome on in. Good to see ya. So hey everybody, I'm DC. You can find me all over the internet under DC Lasair. That's DC Lasair. Exclamation mark DC in chat. We'll bring up my website. And if you want to follow me on Blue Sky, there's my Blue Sky link. Go there, do the things. I'm an affiliate for a couple of places. First up will be Doros, which is a new link in bio site. And you can use my affiliate link to sign up for Doros Pro if you like what you see, and use the discount code DC Lasair to get 30% off for 3 whole months. And if you use the Fantasy Ground links that was in chat, which Fantasy Grounds is a VTT and has a new reader app now in beta, you can support me with your purchases. So that'd be, thank you. JD Lady, thank you for the streak. Welcome on in. Today is craft day. Yay. I'm going to do some photo printing and a couple other things. You'll see. It'll be great. And then we're going to come back here and work on the Obsidian Vault, and then we'll do a giveaway for once I take it out for this. I made 12. This is the last one. So when it's giveaway time, you gotta be comfortable giving me your mailing a mailing address. Just where you get mail. And I'm doing a redesign on this as well, but this is sort of like first series, number 12, last one. So if you want, stick around, and we'll get some contest or a giveaway going. All right. So, but that's later. Right now, we're going to go over there, other side of the desk, and play with the photo printer and a couple other things I gotta take with me. So I'll meet you over there. I gotta, I have pit traps to avoid and things on my journey. Boom! Look at that. Ooh, that's a little bright. I can adjust that later. Okay. So I need these things. I'm gonna need this. This is why I need Mage Hand to carry some extra things over here for me. All right. So, hi over here, everybody. First, before we get into photo printing, a friend of mine got me a new light, which is over there, and I'll show that off after break when we go into the TTRPG journal stuff. So yay, more light on the surface here. But someone went to my throne wish list and got me these travel flashlights, or usually EDC carry. It took a while to get here, and but they got here yesterday. They were on the porch, so yay! These are great. We'll start with this. I think this one has other functions, but it's very bright. As you can see, makes a very bright light. And then this little guy can swivel the head all the way around. And then turn on, there's the light. Turn it off. But then if I, oops, I think I long press. There we go. We have different colors. Green, red. And I'm just spinning the dial here. Change the color. So whoever got me these off my throne because it was anonymous, thank you. These are fantastic. Okay, turn off the light off. There we go. This also has a little clip, and you pull the clip out, and then you swivel it around to where you want it. And it just snaps back into place right there. Also, on the bottom, found out this is a magnet. So you can stick this on a hunk of metal. And yeah, just have a little light or pin it on clothing. Have a hands-free light. So this is great. And let's see if I can show you the company name. Yeah, there you go. Wait, no. There. Woobin. So yes, whoever went to my throne gift list and got me these, thank you so much. I'll also be doing a Blue Sky post a little later. Again, there's the one, and then there's this thing, which has this clip here, also useful. Also, these also both have hooks, so I can attach them to a bag or something like that. But this is super bright. So yeah, these are great. This is the USB-C charge. You know that charging port thing. That's there. And then this one has this one's clever because so it has 3 settings, right? If I want to charge it, I pull that all the way up and that exposes the charging port. If I just want it on, I just do it the one way so it's at the light. And then if I want to lock it, keep it off, goes all the way down to the lock. So these are both really, really great. I can put this in my bag, and this will be fantastic. Well, I can put either one of these in my bag because these will both be fantastic. If I'm going around and it's dark out, and I need a light, and I need my phone, or should my phone die, or I don't have to use battery life on my phone for the light, I'll have a light I can use should I need it. So thank you so much, whoever got me these. Really appreciate it. Fantastic. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Now, let's get into a little bit of photo printing here. I'm gonna need my Field Notes Everbook, or what's not Everbook, Commonplace Journal. This can be my Commonplace Journal until it runs out of pages. And so what we print off, I'm gonna put in here for a test. Also, I saw a video the other day of someone doing little playing card NPC cards. And so we'll be doing something slightly similar. As soon as I can. How big are these stickers? Are they as big as a playing card? They're a little smaller than a playing card. Okay. As soon as I can open up this pack of index cards. These will be my playing card substitute. Also got these if I need them for anything else. But okay, so here is regular, yeah, 3x5 index cards. Got those, and then I'm gonna need a cutting tool here. So break out the utility knife, or not the utility knife, the scalpel-y thing I have. And so I want to cut this down slightly. I'm not going to cut on this surface. I pulled out a box for me to cut on. I do want to take out a playing card. Line it up, sort of. Take a pen. Trace around card, roughly. Good enough. And that can go back. Thank you for your service, playing card. I got these for when I do solo TTRPG content. A lot of the games require playing cards, so I got a couple sets of playing cards used for this. That's a nice set. Bicycle. Whatever air cushion finish means. Dragon. Yeah. All right, so we're going to do that. And then let's cut this first before we start with all the technology. Oh, this is technology too. It's cutting tech. Cutting tech. Get it? Because it's a scalpel thing, and yeah. So anyway, I don't want to cut into my mat, so I grabbed this box. And oop, that's a rough cut. Oh well. It'll work. Yeah. Okay. All right, there we go. A bit rough, but that's okay. This is all for testing. So we got something slightly playing card size. Here's a little, I don't care. It's just for testing. All right. That away. You can put that out of the way for trash. Wonder what you could use this for, though. You know, I could be rethinking my whole idea. Interesting. I just had a thought. Okay, we'll focus on one thing at a time. So let's turn on the photo printer. Then we gotta wait for the status light to stop blinking. And then I need to find the photo app. There it is. Okay, so first thing we're going to do, take a photo I have on my phone. I can't show you exactly what I'm doing because I can't show you all my photos. Let's see here. Do it okay. Check that. All right. right, that will actually come out pretty good. You know, I realized I don't know if I have paper in here in the photo printer or not. Let's check that out real quick. Do open? I do. Okay. Now we'll see if there's enough ink in here to print this out. All right, so this is going to be a Black Dragon Wormling from the Monster Manual. I cut the picture out. And, ooh, I can crop this a little, I think. I think, just to save on... No. I don't need to crop it. No, that's fine. Okay. Ooh, I can rotate it, though. No, I don't need it rotated. This is going to work fine, just like it is. Okay, zoom in on it, though. Nope, that rotates the whole image. That's not what I want. Okay. Sorry, playing with things. So, image, I hit the check mark. Yes, print, connecting to printer. Then it does this neat 4-color pass. Here goes the yellow. Ooh, yellow. The magenta pass. See, it's doing the thing. Cyan. And then a final gray pass. Makes all the difference. Okay. We take it out. There's our picture. Then I found out you can get blank playing cards, but I found it out last night, and you know I didn't have time to figure out where to get blank playing cards from. Blank sheets of blank playing cards. One of the ideas would be to do that. So we peel it off because it's sticky paper. And we could cut this down to the size of this instead of just a playing card size. It could be size of the paper, kind of square it up. So, okay, now we have our front. Yay. That's right from the Monster Manual. And then do another picture. See if I can get this to work. All right, we need that. Oh, no. I just need the one. These fit. Fill. Okay. Fit. That's all the info. Great. Yeah, take that one away. I just want to print this one. So then, I'm also printing the stat block. Oh, that looks a little cut off there. See if I can read it fully or not. Is that all the info? It is all the info, but it's... Let's try that again, but slightly different. There's our stat block card. Let's see if I can... do any more adjusting here. I have a hard time reading this, so this is perhaps too small. Yeah, I can't read that. That's too small. That's why we test things. That's just going to be too small, too tiny. So, do the other option. Take off that picture. Oh, wait. I have a... Do I have a solution? Not really, no. I thought I did, but I don't. Okay. Take this. Now this, I took a different image of the same stat block, but this time off of the D&D Beyond mobile app. And another way to do that, I'll show another way to get this info as well. Let's see here. Nope, I didn't want to. No, crud. Well, we'll be doing this one again. Cancel? Can I cancel? Okay, I can cancel. Yay. All right. So I'm messing with the app a little bit here. We want that one. Okay. There we go. We needed to fit. Oh, no, fit. Okay. That'll work. Not bad. I'll have to play with the printing of this. You'll see in a moment. It's a little cut off, but at least it'll be proper orientation. This is, I can't read this. It's way too small. Plus it goes this way, so. Great. Okay, print that for me, please. Oh, paper is out. Okay. Where did I put my paper stock? Here. Gotta open up the new box. Ah! Oh, come on. There we go. All right. Take a package of paper. Wait, how many sheets does this have? 60. 1, 2. But there's only 3 packs. Oh, I gotta divide up the packs. Okay. Slightly more annoying, but so this is what it looks like. Remember, you get the, if you've been here before with this, you get the ink and the paper in the same box. Okay, gotta count out 10. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, that is 10. Okay. All right. So we go here, make that little lever. And you want to slide the paper so it hits these pegs up here, not the back. Just gotta have the cannon label facing up. Oh wait, did that go down? Oh, that went down. Okay, one of my rails is down. Because there's 2 different sizes of paper you can put in here. There's little rails, and I have the size of paper that needs the rails up. Okay, you should be happy. We have paper. I'll say okay. Hey, we're back to printing. Now what? Oh, I gotta replace the ink cassette too. Okay, fine. I gotta remember what way it goes. Luckily, there's an arrow. So this is one of the ink cassettes. There's an arrow here, so goes in this way. And you have the arrow up. So this is the first time I need to replace this, which is pretty cool. Yep, let me. So there's a flap on the side. Oh, push button. Old one comes out. New one slides in, and you slide in. Connects. Put the little drawer. Oh, closed. Okay, are you happy now? Hey, Rex, welcome on in. What, no tactical reload, right? Makes very little noise. Okay, so here's my other stat block. Again, can't read that one, but this one copied right off of the D&D Beyond app, I can. I have another solution for stat blocks that will be showing off in a little bit. Continue editing, no. But that requires the other machine. Again, gotta separate the sticker from the paper. Eventually I'll get real good at this. Heal, yeah. And we put that on the back here. Oh, didn't position that quite right. That's okay. And then if I wanted to, I could take some scissors or the cutting knife and round the corners. But proof of concept. So we have the Black Dragon Wormling on the front, stat block on the back. You can hold it up like that. You know, could put this, could just lay it down in front of people. Go like, yeah, here's that. Then when you need the stats, just hold it up this way. Read the stats. Because yeah, I can read these. Sorry, I gotta hold it a little closer to my face. Those are readable. But yeah, so you can make little playing cards like this. You can also, now this is the official art, so you can't sell it or anything like that. But you could find some art online. There's plenty of free artists, or donate to an artist, even better, and get a character, and then you can use this photo printer to print it out, put it on some type of card stock, or even this index card. You know, they're flexible. Cut the index card down. You could even cut it so that, you know, this you can cut off this white part too, because it's on both sides. So, and you have your you have yourself little playing cards. I saw a video on this last night. You can buy blank playing cards, and they come in these big sheets, and you just cut them out. You can do that. So playing cards are about a good size. Let's see here. That goes in the trash pile. So to compare, I like having a little extra light coming in over here. Compare with a playing card. Oh, hey, it's one of the Jokers. So there's a Joker. There's the approximate cut. So not bad. Pretty darn close. I basically took a playing card, traced around it on an index card, cut it out. So you can do that too if you want. But yeah, this fits pretty good. Again, if I want to make this even smaller, I could do another slice right along here to get rid of the little white space that comes out on it. But yeah, if you just leave it like this, you have a place to put your fingers to hold it up to people. Yeah, that worked fairly well. I like that. I was curious how this one would come out, because that's smaller and harder to read. But all the stats are there. It's just tiny. And I was wondering if what it would look like if I put monsters this way in the notebook. So I had the picture here and the stat block here. However, it's just too small with this. So I can either write them, but I could put the picture here and have the stat block over here. And that's what we're going to do next. Just to have a physical thing and be like, oh no, this is how this looks. So, hope you're all doing well. Thanks for being here, everybody. Coming on in. Again, after the break, going to give away the last little notebook that I have created. So let's do that again. Let's print that. that one. Oh no, I don't want them on the same. Oh, I could put them on the same card. Nope, just one thing at a time. Okay. Okay, I should have printed two out when I had them, but eh. Again, I really like the colors that this printer makes. The Canon stuff, that extra gray pass, and the I forget the name of the ink, because you can get these portable printers with, typically it comes with two kinds of ink, and whatever they call the ink cartridge in this thing, thank you bot, good bot. Whatever it, I think it's either zinc or not with zinc, and this helps produce better color, longer lasting, and it's Canon, so they should know about printing. Continue editing. No. All right, so we got that one. And let's print out the other thing. Where is it? Where'd it go? There it is. Click that. Make sure it fills. Sorry, you're getting a little extra light there from. I got a new little side light here. I'm still kind of adjusting it, but it gives this area more light on camera, which is great. All right, so we've done that. Print. Again, as my commonplace book, this is great because I can just carry it with me wherever I go to write things down in it. All right, and there's again our stat block. Continue editing. No. Okay. So then when I do my so when I make these to pull out and play D&D at a convention just using field notes guides or small notebooks, I got my monsters in here. Let's flip that down right now. Gotta do the peel from the backing. There, oh, I had it. Almost got it. Because there's a thing. All right, there we go. Yay, I peeled the thing. So let's go try to keep these somewhat in order. I can put the monster here. Like so. I put it up there so I have space to write more down here instead of centered on the page. You know, if it has special attacks or something, because this stat block doesn't cover everything that Black Dragon Wormling can do, but it gives you its stats, and so you can make it do stuff you want it to do on its own. But you can at least run it off here, even if it doesn't have special abilities, and you can make your own notes down here. So, you know, I'm running a monster. I open it up, monster. I could also use my template I made in Canva when I made the notebooks that fill out these pages a little more to make this a little bigger. And that's probably what I'll do for the stat blocks. If I want a picture of the monster, I can, you know, just print that off. And then I can use my Canva template, which will fill this out and make the print bigger around here. Make the print bigger, making it easier to read, and I can put more information on there. So that's probably what I'll do at the end. But if you have a smaller notebook and just want to use this, it works great. And we even have our little playing card sample here. And then our too small test. I mean, if you can read that at the distance of on a table from your eyes, then I'm all for it. But I kind of just, you know, I don't want to be going like this, holding it out here, and kind of looking at it every single time I need a number or something. So yeah, I would definitely figure out a text-based way to get the stats. Because then you can adjust the size and everything of them. But if you do just want to do photo printing, hey, you can kind of see the results with this photo printer. Pretty good. All right, now we gotta shut this off. And try to clean up my mess a bit. What's this? Is this a blank? That's a blank. Okay, we don't want that. That's part of the mess. Having the pick on the player-facing side and the stats on the back is great, as you can have the card on top of your DM screen or in front of you. Yeah! I think playing card size is pretty good. Because again, the goal is to be... my goal with all this is to be small and portable. And Field Notes Guides kind of fills that, and also being big enough that I can read what I write in them, things like that. But if I can get the text down to note card size and just, you know, have that for players, that'd be pretty awesome too. And because of the cost of the ink and stuff, I would just do the important monsters. I wouldn't do every single monster for adventure or anything like that, because That will get expensive fast with the ink and paper. All right. Let me throw all this away a second. And oh, extra little bits I can toss. And I can throw out this box now. You're coming with me while I'm going to the trash can. Yeah. All right. Well, while we're here, I'm going to show you my new little light a friend of mine gave me last night. Didn't have a use for it, so notice it got less bright on screen. But it's this thing. It's light on front. And we've talked about whether a thing is RGB or color temperature or both. This is just a color temperature light. So it's kind of, I can make it, cool or warm. So kind of a white color or and I have the stats there. I can do, 10% how bright, and then the color temperature here. Just by clicking the power button again. And then I can bring that down with the little side wheel. Or the little side wheel here. I'll have to turn off the light, but as you can see, it gets a little more orange, a little more warm. And this was, let me show you the stand a second. Turn that off. So this stand, it unscrews here because it has a standard mount. And this thing's nice because, can you see the ridge there? Yeah, kind of has this spinny thing. So when I want to take it off, I just unspin and it comes right off. And then here's the light. Mounting hole here, mounting hole here, so you can have it vertical or horizontal. USB charging, power button, and the spinning wheel. And then when you want a different setting, you just hit the power button, goes to the next setting, goes to the next setting. When we want to power it off, you hold in the power button. And when you want to power it on, same thing. So it came with a charging cable, this little screen here, and this handy dandy thing, which I just had clipped to the side of the desk because it's a clip. And this is called the LumeCube, LumeCube. And it's pretty nice. I like it. Oh, come on, camera, focus. There you go. So yeah, friend didn't have need of it. He's like, and he just puts it in front of me and says Merry Christmas. I'm like, oh, okay, I'll take a light. But yeah, so it'll add a little more light to this area, which is great. And what time is it here? Oh, if you want to see the difference again, let me put this back on. And I turned it a little. Flipping. Oh, it's not set to how I had it set. Well, you'll still see some of the And now you can kind of see the orangish light over here, but it really does brighten up this whole area, especially if I remove this here. So when I do Gunpla, you should be able to see it a little better just on the side. And then, if I up the, there we go, more white. Then I can up the brightness on it if I need. I didn't want a huge bright area over on this side of the pad, so turn that down a bit. Gives me a nice light. So on, then off. So yeah, it gives a nice kind of wash over this whole pad. Might try to find something to put it up a little higher than what it is, but works pretty well. All right. So let's go to break. And then when I come back, oh, I gotta show the beans picture. The Dr. Pepper Sweet and Sassy Beans. There you go. Dr. Pepper Sweet and Sassy Baked Beans from the Serious Beans Co. When I was originally testing the photo printer, that it was just a picture I had on I took on my phone. So, beans. Sorry, sweet and a bit sassy. Yes. And again, whoever gifted me this flashlights off my throne list, they came as a pair. Thank you so much. It took a while to get to me, but they're here now, so yay. They're really cool. Love them. All right, so meet me over there, and we'll go to break. Actually, we'll just go to break from here. So, yeah, I can do that. Sweet Sassy Beans would be a good character bark. Yeah. All right, let me see here. Where is the button? So be gone about 5 minutes, and then we'll come back, get the giveaway going. And let's see, what am I looking for? I'm looking for a particular app. Where is it? Not that one. Oh, where's my app? Where's my app? It's a new game show. Called Where's My App? Me looking for an app. No, really, where is it? There it is. All right. So I'll be right back, about 5 minutes. Gonna run some music, run some ads, and I'll see you all real soon. So stay tuned. Okay, welcome on back, everybody. Thanks for sticking around. Appreciate it. Let's see here. Let me pause the music. There we go. And bring up the... Yeah, we'll do that. Okay. So, if you would like the very last one of these that I modified a field notes guides with, field notes, everything like that, let's be loot goblins. Put the word need in chat, and I'll put your name in an entry thing, and a spin the wheel thing. Then we'll spin the wheel and see what happens. Yeah. So NEED in chat, and then we'll draw for it a little later. If you want one, do the thing. All right. So what I wanted to show y'all was if you use the Obsidian web clipper on a stat page for D&D Beyond, and it's a 2024 monster, it comes into Obsidian pretty clean, like this, right? Like here's all the stats, and it's nice, you know, the 6 stats are divided up into 2 tables, fine. Skills, immunities, the traits, has the picture up here. But then what I want to do is take this text and put it in the template that I use to make these. You know, and then that way I have monster stats and everything like that right here. All right. Oh, something blinked at me. Stop blinking at me. Okay. Do-do-do. All right. Let's see here. Oh, I was going to open up Canva, see what I could do. Okay, I got to find my template experiment. Actually, I want to copy this because I'm about to make a lot of changes. Let's see here. Call this. Sorry, I'm renaming a copy of a thing. Before I show you all. And we'll go down here. We'll add a page. Oops, I didn't want to do that. Duplicate page. There we go. We'll get rid of these text boxes. All right. And let me shovel some windows around here. Oh, I can just put that there. I can bring this tab over to here. Okay, so let's go to the demo window. Boop. All right, so on the left is the Obsidian note I just took. I need a text box, add text box, perfect. And then I want to copy all of this. I'm not even going to try adjusting it yet. Paste it in. Ooh, that's a lot. Okay, so it put in some extra stuff. Oh, because, right. Okay, I know why that happened. Okay, so I can just get rid of that. Yes, I know why the code thing happened. Because of how how Markdown works. That's why you see the stars and everything. I could try it. So then this text box, I want to shrink it down. Oh, where'd it go? Where's my text box? Do that again. Let's go here. Let's hit the preview. Let's try this. Okay. New text box, please. Oh, don't like that. Nope, that doesn't work for me. All right, so we got to do it in edit mode because that looked the best. And let's just get rid of this. Just get rid of that. No, I want to get rid of the whole block. Canva. Delete the whole thing. No, Canva. Listen to me. This. Get rid of it all. Thank you. So add text box. There we go. Now if we shrink this down, move it up. Okay, once again, we gotta go through this process. Because of how Markdown works. Is fine. Okay, that's fine. I'll live with the stars and everything for now. I need to shrink this down more. This is probably gonna be way too much for one thing. Let's bring it in. And how low can we make it go, eh? Oh yeah, this would be far better on two boxes. So this is going to take some rearranging, some rethinking. Because to make it big enough, all this big enough, and then be able to read it, gonna have to take some thought. Yeah, that's nice and all, but that might be too small. On a piece of paper. Oh, I can expand it out this way, however. That would help. If I expand it out that way, we kind of center it to this. Then what I can do is Control A this, and let's just increase the font size a little bit. Then what if I try to shrink it down? It's not going to matter. It's just drag it that way, drag it that way. Let's see here. I want to make it go up more, not across more. Okay. Make it a little wider. And oh, I can, let's see what happens when I justify the text different. Okay, that's a little easier. Still kind of small, isn't it? Not as good of a read. I wonder, could I put this table next to this table? And then, all right, let me try that. Hold on here. Let me come back here. Let me put on a little music for us all while I mess with Canva. Nope, just give me this table, please. Give me some spaces. That didn't work. All right. And I put these next to each other. Will that do it? No, it says what are you doing? All right. Now, if I shrink it back down just a little bit, and then we're going to do a test print. Just to see how much of this I can't read. Oh, I gotta turn on my printer and stuff. That would probably help, wouldn't it? Since I'm printing a thing and, you know, a piece of paper in the printer would also be nice. There's a piece of paper. Okay, and oh yeah, I should put into chat thingy. Okay. So, let's see here. Oh, now I can print. Right. Share. Wait, no, where's the print thing? Oh, right, I have to, it's Canva. I have to download it first. And then I can print. Wait a second. Oh no, that was the right thing. Okay. All right, page. Oh, I see why I was confused. Okay. We have it in here. Now I can print. Why is it? Oh, because you're in landscape. Don't be in landscape, be in portrait. There we go. Fit. All right, let's print this off. And hi, JD, if I didn't say hi. Yeah, that's way too small. Can kind of do it, but doesn't work. So we'll have to think on that and iterate something else. Probably have to divide up If there's a lot to the stat block, I'll probably have to divide it up amongst a couple things. See if I can. Or just get rid of that. Alright, so if it's a longer stat block, I will have to divide it up into a couple pages. There, that's better. I can read on my screen. Not bad. So then split it in half here. So I want these. Now I need a new text box. Need everything left justified, please. Nope. There we go. Let me shrink it down. Canva, stop being weird. Oh, there's a bunch of text I don't need to run the character. Gotta fit in this box. Okay, let's shrink it a little more. I'm playing with text boxes. That's pretty much what I'm doing. Okay, let's see. How do I want to put this? Do I want it center or do I want it up? If I put it up, I could add my own notes. Okay. And bring it in just a little. All right. Let's try printing this out. And I need another sheet of paper. So now I'm thinking what I could do is if I wanted the picture of the monster, I could put that on its own on one page, and then when I unfold the notebook, then on a two-page spread of the stat block would be before me. So, hi, kitty. Oh, we're getting kitty time. Hold on. Come here. Nope. Get out from behind there. Come on. You're behind the green screen. Get out of there. Nope. Okay, bye. I guess we don't get kitty time. She was done with me today. Yeah. That's not the right thing. Oh, hi. Yes, I hear you. There we go. That's the right thing. Okay. Let's print this. Let's print it in portrait, please. Margins, uniform, shrink to fit, print. Come here. Oh, you don't like the printer sound. Okay. All right, well, it didn't print as quite as, but I can read it. So, yeah, that's pretty good. I like that. It's clean. It's readable. Yeah, so longer stat blocks, I'll just have to divide up. Yeah, sorry, taking off the glass to make sure I'm seeing it right. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I gotta clean my print head, but other than that, yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. And then I can cut these out, paste them into the notebook, and run myself a Black Dragon Wormling. Just a slight modification. So, yeah, I wouldn't want to do this for a ton of creatures, but the few I would use for a short session at a con or something like that be pretty cool. I don't mind the markdown notation. That's fine. The table is okay. I can read it, you know. If I wanted to, I could pretty that up, but that's more work. I know what it says. I know where things go. So yeah, that is. So yeah, that would work pretty well. And then what I want to do is have so the monster page would be here, and then the adventure, like the map and stuff, and the notes for that would be this way. because then if I wanted to, I could make a map. I could have this and make the map on one side and then my notes on the other. Or I could just do map up here, notes down here. And since this is a grid, I can just fill in. And can you see the grid? Sort of. I can just fill in the squares around, with an ink pen where the map is if I didn't want to print one out and resize it and everything like that. So yeah, if you want a notebook, I have one left. All right. Let's see what else we can do. We got that. So that would be good. Now for the next project I'm working on will be, and you'll get to see all of this. Campaign Vault. So, yeah, I'll show this off again. I should make a copy of this because I'm about to make changes. Oh, I can just copy my own folder within my vault. Make the changes myself. I don't have to make this hard on me. I can just copy the folder where I said copy this folder. And rename it to version 2. All right. So, oh, you can't see the screen though. Shoot. I'll put it over here. So that's fine. There. Now if I go to demo window. All right. So here is the TTRPG vault. I worked on this on Wednesday. I was showing this off. Or last week, Wednesday, I think. Anyway, here's the old one. I have DM info, player info. And I had these separate. But then I used this for my first Shadow Dart game. And I'm like, that's allowed to copy paste. Why do that? And then you kind of have two versions of the thing, and you gotta keep track of which file path is which thing. And I'm like, okay, so that's a problem, because then you gotta make sure you have the DM info one and the player info one separate. And so I was gonna go, oh, just mark them, with like a D for DM or GM or ST, whatever, and then a P for player. And then, make sure you copy. But I'm like, wait, why do that? Why not make this easier? Because we want shared info amongst everybody. I'll zoom in and show you this. Gotta think of what I gotta turn on to activate my zoomy thing. There we go. Yes, turn on. Let me do the zoomies. Setting up. Loading. Yay! Okay, I can zoomies. Oh, oops, wrong button. Zoomies! So, as you can see, I took this, I copied this here, and I'm like, why do this? After I was, like, okay, here's the world, here's for my info, copy, paste, move to player info. I don't need to do this at all for up here. It's not necessary, because I want my players to know about their world and everything. I just have them in one place, and then if I need secrets, that means I get rid of these folders under the DM info. So goodbye. 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 Now then, if I make monsters, I can put them up here. However, I can just make a new section for the DM. New folder. Let's call this 01 secrets. Actually, let's redo all this, because the theory is, again, when I made the cast system, the campaign adventure session, it was based on the idea of you make a campaign and then you just make part of your world to fit that adventure or to fit that session, and you slowly build out your world. So the important bits should be up top. So secrets should be, yeah, I'll have to renumber these. So let's just, so I don't get confused, I'm going to renumber this 1 to 8. This is just a temporary rename. 7. Okay, so now I want adventures next, so this will be 1. And then sessions will be 2. I could even just make campaign outline 1 and then just do 1, 2, 3, make it more apparent that there's just 3 steps. So let's do that. Rename, so this needs to be 2. Make it real easy. And sessions is 3. Again, I'll be releasing all this to everyone in the future. Hopefully the near future. Okay, so we have campaign, adventure sessions, and secrets will be 4. And maps will be 5. So I have the campaign info, I have the campaign outline that you see here. You know, your 6 campaign truths, your inciting incident, connection questions. So this is for players, but you know, I have instructions. They're all up here. So you'll have a list of instructions, plus you'll have videos to help you out, but now I gotta rewrite those. And 99 is just, I just wanted rules references to be away from a number away from everything else. If you don't add the number, it's just an Obsidian thing. If you don't add the number, then Obsidian does it in alphabetical order, and I don't want these in alphabetical order. I want these in the order I want. So if you add a numbering system, that works out well. So that way, I have one place for the world, the characters, the NPCs, for everybody. This is all, you know, public knowledge. This session notes is for the players. If I share this, or if they want to write their own text files and drop it into a, say I make a Dropbox folder where I'm sharing this folder, and they can just add their session notes to to that folder, whether it be on G Drive, wherever, doesn't matter. Hey, Mr. Man, oh, you want another dramatic reading of a video game manual? Okay, we'll get to that. Let's see. I'll have to pick a different manual. Yeah. So, what secrets will do is that you make a note. Let's get out of here. So if I make a note, Control N, fine, I have a new note. Yay. And I could just make one folder, label it, or one note, label it DM Secrets, and then make sections like location, people, and then I can keep them all here, and then the notes I create, I can reference, the people here. And what's nice about Obsidian is, if you go over here, you can get an outline view. How did I get that? Yeah, outline view, and then I have location, people, and I can just move these around if I want to. But then I have them, then we go here and we notice people and location. Or I could make separate notes for every person, but every person, every location. I think the other one would be magic items. Or I can keep them all in one file. And as we go through, I have everyone's secret. So say I create let's create an NPC real quick. So new note. Thomas Tank Engine. Warforged. Right, and then I can put stats here. Whatever, however I want to give my players a note about Thomas Tank Engine, right? So I go, okay, players, you get Thomas Tank Engine in your NPC folder. There he is. NPCs, Thomas Tank Engine, we all see that. Now if I move this to where I have my secrets, and now I go, okay, people. And then Thomas Tank Engine is not actually a tank engine. There. Now I have that secret that references the Thomas Tank Engine note, and I'm not creating a whole bunch of other notes that I need to copy and paste. I just have one area. Or again, if you want to, you could make, Thomas Tank Engine secrets or something like that. And, I could even tag it like, NPC, do the pipe, not do the pipe, but yeah, could tag it NPC, and then then it has the little tag there. And then how that will work with bases, well, now I'll figure that out and get to that. But it provides you with one markdown file or one text file that you can open and have all your secrets in, organized by people, location, magic items, whatever else you want. And they're just all in one document. And if that gets too unwieldy, you could make a new document, split it up however you want. I could even make folders here saying just people, location, magic items. The idea is not to recreate the same note, though, that you gave to your players. And this way it keeps it organized and you don't get confused over which version is for player, which version is for DM. You just have the secrets in a separate spot. And so maps, you can make, you can have your DM version of a map in your map thing. And if you want a player version, you can do that. That's probably the only one. But the main goal would be to start off, you make your campaign. I give you an outline on things you can do for your campaign. This you kind of share with your players as well. But at first, you make it. Maybe you want to eliminate the 3 main antagonists thing. Maybe you want to be upfront about it. I don't know. But you can do that. Then I have this adventure outline. So if you want to make a big, long adventure, you can. Or you can ignore it if you're more, I just do sessions. I have a session outline for you as well. And you can put treasure, and if there's any particular secrets here. And then you could reference the secrets that you need for this particular session, off here, if you wanted to, you could just copy and paste from here and say this is the session that gets that the possibility exists that Thomas Tank Engine is not actually a tank engine. You could put that down here, or you could develop secrets and then add to your secrets folder. And that will be a lot easier than constantly copying and pasting different versions for DM and player back and forth, because that was getting to be a lot of work. So I think that solves that issue. Anyway, let me know what you think. So again, I'll be releasing that to everybody near future-ish. Okay, I gotta read a video game manual before we go. Let's see here. Last time I read Double Dragon 2. So let's get into another one. Right now I'm looking at old Nintendo manuals, or original Nintendo Entertainment System manuals, because there's weird lore in these things. All right, let's see, what does this have a story to it? It does not. Okay. We need something that has a story in it. Because often they didn't make sense according to when you played the game. So I'm trying. I want kind of a weird one. Okay, that's way too long. Oh, this one might be pretty good. Okay, I'm gonna read the original Super Mario Brothers thing. They have a section called Object of Game / Game Description. And it's just a little paragraph in their thing. So let me increase the size here. And yeah, there's a bit of weirdness in here that you would not get from the game itself. Just playing the game on its own, it's like, how does this come about? But okay. Let me take a drink, get the throat going here. All right, so original Super Mario Brothers for the Nintendo Entertainment System. One day, the kingdom of the peaceful mushroom people was invaded by the Koopa. a tribe of turtles famous for their black magic. The quiet, peace-loving mushroom people were turned into mere stones, bricks, and even field horsehair plants, and the Mushroom Kingdom fell into ruin. The only one who can undo the magic spell on the mushroom people and return them to their normal selves is the Princess Toadstool, the daughter of the Mushroom King. Unfortunately, she is presently in the hands of the Great Koopa Turtle King. Mario, the hero of the story, maybe, hears about the mushroom people's plight and sets out on a quest to free the Mushroom Princess from the evil Koopa and restore the fallen kingdom of the mushroom people. You are Mario. It's up to you to save the mushroom people from the black magic of the Koopa. So, thing number one, you notice that the little turtles, the Koopa Troopas, have black magic. They're famous. They're famous for black magic, right? Right? You totally get that when you play the game, right? I mean, there's all sorts of indication. The other thing, stop what you're doing because I'm about to ruin the kingdom and lands that you're used to. My name's Bowser, spelled with a Bowser. The other thing is that the mushroom people were turned into mere stones, bricks, and even field horsehair plants. Keep that in mind, because the only one who can undo the magic spell on the mushroom people and return them to their normal selves is Princess Toadstool. Okay? So we got those two things. Now, what happens in Super Mario Brothers when you grab a mushroom? You can break bricks with your, with your fist. Some people assumed it was the head, but no, the fist actually goes up and it's meant to be the fist that smashes bricks. So you are effectively destroying people that could have been saved by Princess Toadstool every time you smash bricks. So yeah, let that sink in and think about how often you played the original Super Mario Brothers. Murderer, right? Terrible black magic with those Koopas, cleared for all to see, forced me to murder all those bricked up citizens. Yeah, exactly. And it's just so bizarre, right? Like, you get some of that if you play the game, but look at what you made me do, Bowser. All those dead citizens, blood is on your hands, right? So that's one of my favorite instruction manuals, because you're out there and you're racking up points, you're finding secrets and things, but you're totally destroying lives that could have been saved as well. Old NES manuals, they're the best or the worst, depending on what one you're reading. There's just so many bizarre things in all of these. Mario, was the star power-up worth it? Right? So yeah, and that, like, as a kid, I reading that, I'm like, wait, they can be cured though, right? And then, I happily smash bricks because there's stuff in them, I get points. But that always kind of stuck with me. Because, it's a video game. It's a game. But the point still stands. That someone bothered to write that lore. And again, that's from the US release. So however, if there was translation, if something was changed from the Japanese manual, I don't know. But in the English version of the manual, that little paragraph exists. And it's wild. Now I'm just kind of looking at these. These book readings are the best. Well, thank you. I have a lot of material to pull from, so. And thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. All right. Oh, it's time for dinner. Well, time for my dinner anyway. So I'm gonna go. Remember, if you want this, let me know. This is the only one left. I'll make a different version, but this is the only one left in this format. With the field notes book. So if you're interested, give me a shout. All right, so let's find somebody to raid. Let's see, is Steven on today? Yes, there is a Steven Joyce on playing the Biddity got an update. So he's doing that. I'm going to go have dinner. I'll be back tomorrow, noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern, with more Suikoden 2. And then on Friday will be Tech Friday as usual. Got a couple things to go over. Apple made an announcement this week, so we'll talk about that. And I'm sure I'll find some other things to throw at you. All right, thank you all for being here. Please be kind to each other. Be kind to yourselves. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Stay tuned for the raid. Bye.